Alright everyone, welcome back again to more Trails of Cold Steel 3. We always keep getting some new background menus here and I'm loving it. I don't know if it's always going to keep repeating itself or if it's always going to give us something new every time we turn on the game. Either way, looks pretty good. We're continuing on from where we last left off everyone, which was ending the first trial in the I don't want to say underground cavern. It's more of a little military base area that we had to take on some old school monsters as well as what you call a mystic knight. I don't know what you call it, but we're continuing on from there. So if anything else, thank you all for the love and support. Hope you all continue to enjoy. Let's get back into it.
Ha! Ha! Yeah! Ha!
Okay, all set. We said we'd walk to school together, and she just up and leaves while I'm still asleep. Dad, Mom, Ken, and Nana, wish me luck. I'm gonna give it my all. I won't lose to any of these Imperials!
Yeah! Strike! Phew. Not bad. I simply need more experience. Despite all the battles we went through yesterday, he was never short of breath. The 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School. It's impressive to be sure, but nothing compared to what Father Mueller and Uncle Zex can do. I suppose the Ashen Chevalier simply relies on the power of his divine knight.
Oh. Good morning.
Good morning, Yuna. I take it you're headed out as well?
Yeah. Are you all done with your training? It's pretty impressive how you do all that every single day.
Well, it's something I've been doing from a very young age, so it's just part of my morning routine.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry about before.
Huh?
You know, when I slapped you. I know it wasn't your fault, and I shouldn't have gotten so angry. It was childish of me.
Ah, that. I'd like to apologize too. But have you been wanting to say that for the past 2 weeks? Considering how much you dislike Erebonians, it's very thoughtful of you.
I don't dislike the people here. Yeah, I've got my problems with the country, but this is between people. When I mess up, I make sure I apologize. Especially considering what I said about your swords. I mean, you practice every day, and...
Ah, right.
And they'll be way more useful than a couple of weapons as old as the Great Collapse.
Don't worry about that. Besides, like I said, my training is just part of my morning routine. Out of curiosity, is everyone from Crossbell like you?
Huh? Like me how?
Oh, I don't mean to offend. Very straightforward and good-hearted. Probably the type to be easily tricked.
Hey! Wanna run that by me again?
Like I said, I don't mean to offend. I'm glad to have a classmate like you whom I can trust. Though I don't know if I can trust your skills just yet.
You're a real piece of work. Well, let's start over. Glad to be your classmate, Kurt.
Hello, you two. Good morning.
Altina? I thought you left for school already.
I received a routine status call early this morning. I didn't want to wake you, so I took it in the study room. If I disturbed you as I was leaving, I apologize.
No, I was out like a light. But wait, what do you mean, routine status call?
Sorry, that is confidential.
Well, in any event, it's nearly time to head to class. We're all in the same class anyway, so why don't we walk together?
I do not mind, but I believe the correct term for my presence would be a third wheel. Judging by what I've seen, your relationship has progressed.
Our relationship? What? No, that's not what's going on.
She certainly words things in a distinct way.
Leaves is such a nice place. I can't get enough of this homey atmosphere. It's so peaceful and laid back. And it's got some great shops.
Agreed. It's a good halfway point between rural and urban. We're just the right distance away from Heimdall.
The previous owners of this land were a noble family. After they lost ownership of it, the government attempted to convert it into a resort. However, that plan fell through. It's said the half-finished buildings from that were used to create the campus.
Well, you sure do know a lot.
I suppose that explains why the branch campus is so large.
All that aside, I didn't think the Empire's military academies would be this tough. I get combat training and practical exams, but math, history, even art? Isn't this workload way beyond what you'd have at a regular high school?
Well, here in Erebonia, the pen and the sword are both held in high regard. Especially at Thor's. It's a prestigious traditional school founded by our most notable emperor. That legacy won't change simply because this is a branch campus.
However, it seems the main campus has changed significantly this year.
Ah, yes.
Huh? I don't get what you guys are talking about, but looks like we're gonna have to give it 110% here. Let's kick all the other classes' butts.
Well, if you say so. However, most of our lessons are held with the other two classes anyway.
Homeroom is the only one we have without them.
Oh, right. I guess it makes sense given the small number of students, but that means Class 7.
Well, well, if it ain't the chosen ones strutting off to class together.
You're...
I think he's in Class 8.
Good morning. Is there something we can help you with?
Nope, not a thing. Just wanted to get a little peek at the class taught by the hero of Erebonia. Class 7, huh? I'm sure the view is just great from up on that pedestal of yours.
Sorry to disappoint, but we're being treated the same as any other students.
Yeah, it's not like things are going to be different for us just because our instructor's famous.
Oh yeah? Then why'd they go out of their way to make such a small class? A little kid who's clearly too young to be here. Some rich pretty boy with fancy hair. Oh, and a loud, unruly foreigner from some sob story country. Oops, my bad. Not a foreigner anymore, huh?
All right, we understand. You're a tough guy. But that's quite enough. If you have more to say, I'd be happy to talk with you further. After school.
Not bad. You've got more spine than I gave you credit for. But the one I've got business with is...
I'm so happy to see everyone getting along.
Oh,
She's from Class 9, Military Finance.
Good morning to you all. The weather is just splendid, isn't it? But if you spend too much time out here chatting, the bell will ring before you know it.
True.
you all done messing with us?
Me? I'm not here to mess with you. Well then, see you around.
I hope you all have a lovely day. I'll see you again for the classes we have together.
What's that blonde guy's problem? I can't believe they let some punk like him into a military academy.
He obviously had some issue with those of us in Class 7. No, not us exactly, but...
Oh, shoot!
We better hurry, or we'll be late to homeroom.
You're right. Let's get moving.
Whew. Hard to believe it's been 2 weeks already.
It warms my heart to see all the students trying their best. The classwork here is much more difficult than at the main campus, so I'm sure it's tough on them.
Yeah. Then on top of that, training exercises were added onto their curriculum. We didn't have anything like that at the main campus. Thor's branch campus. I think I'm starting to understand what the government's trying to do here.
Oh, but I don't think that's the only reason for this place. In keeping with Thor's tradition, we'll also have those days to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be a relief for them. I'll tell my students about them after school, alongside the club announcement.
Got it. Thanks for taking care of that. Well then, Instructor Reen, let's give it our all today.
Likewise, Instructor Toa.
All right, Chapter 1 Reunion. Let's get it started.
This is the formula. You will need it when calculating trajectory. Make sure you commit it to memory.
This is known as Gross Domestic Product, or GDP for short. By the way, the GDP of the Empire of Erebonia rose 42% last year compared to 2 years ago.
Today's task is walking. Sounds easy, right? Well, let me tell you, it won't be. We'll be marching, so I need to see perfect posture and formation while armed. Even combat tactics got worn out by this.
The War of the Lions. Said to be the largest turning point in the history of the Empire. The end of this war brought us to our modern era. Today, we'll be looking into the events leading up to the war that caused it to develop the way it did.
The way he explains it, it's actually pretty easy to understand.
An interesting perspective.
Oh, I see. I'm actually learning a lot.
He's so dashing.
Looks like that's it for today. How'd you guys hold up? Tired. I was prepared for the coursework to be difficult, but even so. Are you just piling more work on us just as we're getting used to the old pace? Not yet, but I may end up needing to do just that. The curriculum here at the branch campus is pretty diverse. It'd probably be a good idea to prepare yourselves for even more work down the road. If only there weren't so many lectures. Energy consumption greater than expected. Sheesh. Tomorrow is a free day, is it not? That's right. In fact, I was just about to explain. Alright, the entrance guide mentioned that, didn't it? How is it different than a normal day off? Think of free days as normal school days but without any classes. On free days, you can study, train, or pursue one of your hobbies. If you get permission beforehand, you can even go visit Heimdall for the day. It's a lot more freedom than I expected. I figured it was going to be some rest day with a ton of rules and restrictions. Doesn't sound too bad though. Well, it's just one of those things that makes Thors Thors. However, though you're generally free to choose what you do, there is one mandatory task tomorrow. You'll need to choose a club to join. Really? A club? I hadn't thought there would be clubs at a school that was just founded. It was a requirement from the principal herself. She said as long as we're using the Thor's name, student clubs are a must. You'll be allowed to apply for a club so long as you have at least 2 members. We'll also see about getting your club the proper equipment. Oh, and any students who don't join a club will be put on the student council where they'll work directly under the principal. Yeah, that exactly up. It sounds exactly like that. Dangerous. What is it with this place? Everyone here is too over the top. So we're being forced to choose then. We have until tomorrow, correct? Right. I recommend you start thinking about it after school today. If you need advice, feel free to talk with any of the faculty members. Remember, we're here to help you. Understood. I prefer just having you assign me a club. Also, regarding the new course at the end of the week. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Panzer Soldat training. That's right, the training units have arrived at the hangar. You'll be joining the combat tactics students for basic maneuvering lessons. After that, we'll discuss the special lessons, the first of which will take place this weekend. The special lessons, I was curious about those. There's likely no point in us asking about them now, is there? Sorry, but not even us instructors have been filled in on it. Anyway, focus on tomorrow for now. Think of it as a day to spread your wings and lift your spirits. That concludes homeroom. Can I have you lead the class here, Altina? Understood.
Stand. Bow.
Well, tomorrow's the free day. It is essentially a free day for us faculty members as well. However, I'd like you all to join a briefing at 3 p.m. A briefing? It's starting to sound real military in here all of a sudden. Is it perhaps about... That's correct, the special lessons that will be held next weekend. I see. That's the only info we're getting for now, huh? If it's this top secret, I'm guessing it's gotta be bigger than even Panzer Soldat training. All the students will be joining in for these lessons, correct? Correct. Without exception, all students and teachers from class 7 through 9 will participate. Please report at 3 p.m. tomorrow to join the tactical conference room in the main building. That is all for now. Yeesh, he's the perfect picture-perfect model of a hard-ass RMP guy, that's for sure. Way I hear it, things are only gonna get more army flavored around here. Yeah. Seems that way to me too. That keep place, the Panzer Soldats, and that freight train. For our branch campus, this place is far well too equipped to just be some throwaway pawn. Yeah, that's true. I know the main campus was renovated as well, but I wouldn't be surprised to hear that just as much Mira was spent here. What bothers me though is where's it all coming from? And if they're dropping that much cash here, what are they expecting in return from us? Man, what have I gotten myself into? Get me out of this crazy place. Instructor Randolph. Well, I mean, we can't really stop you from leaving, but... Come on now, I'm just kidding around. I'm not just gonna drop my responsibilities like that. Besides, the kids in combat tactics seem like they're gonna have a fun group to work with. Anyway, I think I'll head out now. Let's both go check up on the kids, see if they need help with their big club decision. Yeah, got it. Well, see you later. I can't help but feel like there's a wall between us. Really, I don't get that impression. He's easy to talk with and he seems to care for his students. No, he's definitely a great instructor. It's just, a year ago, I fought against one of his comrades. So I don't imagine he's got a very high opinion of me. And honestly, I can't really blame him. Reen. Anyway, I'll go check in on the students and head back to the dorm for the day. I'm sure picking a club on such short notice isn't gonna be easy for them. Yeah, good point. I've said it before, but let's both keep doing our best. Now then, school's done for today. It's got a different feeling to it than when I was a student. Kind of refreshing. Maybe I'll walk around campus to get a feel for it. I can chat with some of the students while I'm at it. And if they got any problems or need advice, maybe I can help them out. I should also talk with the principal and the other faculty members. You can now view the character tab in your notebook. The character tab lets you view profiles and additional information on certain characters you've met. Additional information can be added to their profile through specific conversations, events, etc. A quick travel menu is now available. Ho ho ho, perfect. Open the quick travel menu with the square button and select the location you've visited before to instantly return there. The quick travel menu will also display the locations of key events and your comrades. Roger that. Yep, definitely know that. Yep, I remember. Oh my god, look at all that. Alright. Take it easy. Damn. Let me save. I liked how we got like a freaking essentially 20-minute cutscene. What, we're on the first floor? Alright, let's explore a little bit. We're supposed to visit the principal, right? This is the library. This is the medical office. What's on this side? Faculty layout, I just came from there. Tactical conference room. Branch, Prince. Okay, we'll start from here then. Why, hello. It's almost time to call it a day. I trust things went smoothly for you today. Looks like you have a good grasp on this whole teaching thing. No, I wouldn't say that. Every day I'm reminded of just how much more I have left to learn. Just like the students, I have to keep learning and improving myself all the time. Oh, so humble. You look like you want to say something though. There's no need to hold back on my account. I'm still having trouble wrapping my head around it. The Golden Rakshasa herself here. Do you find it just as amusing as I do? After everything I've done here, I am in such a mundane place as this. To be honest, I've been feeling weaker ever since we lost the Civil War. Though I was still somehow able to accomplish my role last autumn. The Northern War. Our invasion of the autonomous state just north of the Empire, Northumbria. It was a war of retaliation against the Northern Jaegers who were based there. We were all called upon by the government. You were there too, if I recall. Yes, though Valimar and I weren't put on the front lines. Honestly, I don't think we could even call what happened there a war. What with you and Brigadier General Wallace commanding the provincial armies equipped with the most advanced panzer soldats available? The assault in conjunction with the tank units was relentless, and Northumbria followed the same fate as Crossbell. That's not quite how I'd put it. It'd be more accurate to say it was driven to the same fate by our dear Chancellor's design. In any event, that battle was a good turning point for me. The provincial army was falling apart after the Civil War, but thanks to the Northern War, we were able to salvage it. As the Countess of my family, I had planned to leave the army to Wallace, find myself a husband, and pop out some heirs. But then for some reason, I was called to be the principal here. Fate is an intriguing thing indeed. For some reason, huh? At any rate, tomorrow will be our school's first free day. Relax and stretch your legs a bit, but be sure to help our students out with their club decisions. Right, understood. Oh, and as I said, those students who don't join the club tomorrow will be forced into the student council. If there end up being too many, I'm putting you in charge of them all. I'll do my best to avoid that happening. She is certainly something else. Alright. This is tactical. How about the library? In the library, you can find many books that explain history and concepts found in Zemeria. In addition, since new books are added to the recommended reading corner each chapter, check back every so often to see if a new book catches your eye. Some books will be automatically recorded in the Books tab in your notebook after you've read them once. This way, you can reread them at any time. Oh yay. It's exactly what I hope to see. Tatiana. Oh, I remember her from the cutscene. From history books to novels to children's storybooks. Wow, this library really has it all. Hey there. Looking for something specific? Oh, sorry, Tatiana. I didn't mean to surprise you like that. Instructor Reen. No, I'm the one who should be sorry. Are you just scoping the place out? Guess you're somewhat of a bookworm, huh? Yes, my father loved books. He's the reason I enjoy reading so much. I just don't limit myself to one genre either. I like to immerse myself in all sorts of worlds and fantasies. Though I'm not too good with scary ones. I see. Well, I am the history instructor, you know. I like to think I'm pretty well versed as far as that goes, so let me know if I can help you out in any way. Of course. Thank you so much. Oh, okay, I added her to the thingy. What's this? Imperial Chronicle. Interesting. What about here? Whoa, what's this? Culture, Reinford Company, Vern Company. I remember all these. Unless they're more detailed. 4 great houses. Phantom Thief B. Oh man, that's so funny. If I really wanted to study up on that. Hold on a second, what's this? Nothing here? Anything over here? Recommended reading, new. Panzer Soldat Almanac. There's 8 pages. It's been 2 years since Panzer Soldats were revealed to the world. The manned humanoid armored weapons designed by the Empire's genius scientist Professor G. Schmidt were the aces of the Noble Alliance forces at first, but they were used by the Imperial Army after the Civil War, leading them to rapid progress. This book will focus on introducing the newest versions, the Model 2s. Draken 2. This machine was designed to be the most versatile. It is not equipped with any special functions, but it's easy to operate. The newest model's armor was redesigned to increase defense and mobility. Spiegel S. An enhanced machine for officers in higher ranks based on the Draken. It has increased output and reaction speed but requires some mastery to operate. In order to cover the Panzer Soldat's weak defensive capabilities, an instantly deployable reactive armor that repels fire was installed, but using it effectively is even more difficult. Hector Mark II. A unit that was designed to realize high output and defensive capabilities. It boasts 1.5 times the output and armor of the Draken but has inferior velocity and mobility. A repeating cannon can also be installed in the shoulder unit. The newest model has slightly increased speed and mobility. Kestrel. I don't know what that symbol entails. A light unit that boasts high speed and mobility, the use of vernier makes instantaneous jumping and high-speed movement possible. It can also handle airship attacks from high altitude. Defense was a difficult point, but the newest model has improved defenses in the joints. Goliath Noah. This special unit, also called the Giant, boasts overwhelming output and defensive capabilities. It can devastate the battlefield with hand-to-hand. It's like I'm really studying, guys. Combat using his giant arms and long-distance attacks from the shoulder-mounted blaster cannon. Speed, mobility, and operability are sticking points, but the vernier makes short-range movement possible too. The cost of a single unit is nearly 20 times that of Draken's, so few are produced. Performance specs: Draken 2, height 7.20 arch, weight 6.8 torum. Material strengthens: chrome steel 2, armaments T3 Panzer Soldat's blade, D3 Panzer Soldat shield, and M10 assault rifle. The Spiegel S has a height of 7.1 arch with a weight of 6.8 torum. Material strengthened radiant steel 2, armaments S2 Panzer Soldat. Cool. Goliath Noah. X13 reactor rail. Interesting. Has been added to book notes. What about the Crossbell Province travel brochure? This one's 6 pages. After last year's annexation, the Crossbell Province in the far east of the Erebonian Empire has become a place closer to our hearts and thus easier to visit. The city is known for trade and finance, but it also has many tourist spots in various sightseeing areas outside the city. We'll introduce the main attractions here. Michelin Wonderland, a huge theme park that sits across the Lake Elm in southern Crossbell, along with amusement facilities like a Ferris wheel, indoor roller coaster, and the Enchanted Castle. It also has a resort hotel. The mascot Mishi is also popular recently all over the Empire. Entertainment District. There is an entertainment district in the northwest Crossbell City, along with the casinos and high roller clubs. There is also a theater featuring the famous performance group Arc-en-Ciel. Though they have cut back performances while their star actress recuperates, recently the theater has been hosting performances of opera troupes from around the Empire and the Remiferian Ballet. East Street, a street in eastern Crossbell City with an eastern look that is rare in the Empire. Along with exotic buildings and eastern restaurants, there are many street stalls that let you enjoy their delicious fare. The Harbor District features some of the same eastern fare along with noodle stands that always have lines of people. That's true. Orcus Tower. The continent's first skyscraper that is 250 arch high. Crossbell City Hall was built just 2 years ago, but already has had poor luck of housing the independent presidency and how the Imperial Governor General. The roof and observation deck is open except for specific periods, and on a sunny day you can see not only the whole province but all areas of the Empire. Amorica. I know Amorica. A scenic farming village in the northeastern Crossbell province known for its flower garden and specialty honey ruins from the Middle Ages are also scattered around it. It can be reached in 30 minutes by Orbital bus from Crossbell City, so it's a popular spot for those who want to relax. St. Ursula Medical College. A medical college and general hospital built in cooperation with the medically advanced Remiferia. Both patients from inside and outside the province looking for the newest medical techniques and tourists looking for simple checkups have been increasing in recent years. It was previously only accessible by bus, but last year a railway from Crossbell City was completed connecting the Medical College Michelin. Wow. Alright, cool. I mean, what's this book say? Imperial Railways and Sports Beyond Tradition. That I'll check out in a bit. What's this book here? There's so many. Red Moon Rose. Red Moon Rose Chapter 2. It's very reminiscent to the books I need to get the Zemirian ore, or the crystals at least. Where am I right now? I am here. Let's check out the second floor. Alright, cool. Oh, Toa. Nice. Alright, all done here. What are you up to here, Toa? Oh, I'm just doing a routine checkup on our school supplies. We don't have a clerk, so I just take care of it on the weekends. All by yourself? She's just as capable as ever. Sorry, I didn't even realize. Let me help you. It's fine. I'm already about halfway done. It seems like we've got all the supplies we could ask for, but nowhere near enough manpower. True, we don't even have anyone in charge of the nurse's office. Between the upcoming Panzer Soldat training and the special lessons, we're definitely going to need someone on call. I suppose we all just have to take turns for the time being. I know a little bit of first aid, but... well, don't push yourself too much. And if there's anything I can help you with, just let me know, okay? Thanks, Reen. Oh, there is something I could use your help with. Come to think of it. Here. Student Notebook, Doris Military Academy. Oh, are these the student notebooks for Class 7? Yeah. They were just finished today. Sorry it took so long. Could I get you to hand these out? Yeah, of course. Out of curiosity, why did Class 7's notebooks take so long? I thought Major Michael was supposed to be in charge of preparing these. Well, I asked him about that, and the upcoming special lessons seem to be different for each class. So each class has a slightly different notebook based on its curriculum. Class 7's notebooks were pushed back because it has the fewest students. I see. Well, I'll go hand these out. What are these special lessons all about? Sorry for adding to your workload. No, as their homeroom teacher, I'm the one who's supposed to pass these out. Actually, this takes me back to when we were students. It's so funny because I was about to say the same exact thing. This is nothing new. You're right, this is kind of nostalgic. Well then, thanks for your help, Reen. Just leave it to me. I hope they're still on campus. Guess I'll take a look around. I mean, that's kind of the point, right? What is this? Class 8. Who here? Who is here? Who are you? Wayne. Oh, look at the way it looks at you, man. You're from combat tactics. Are you staying late to study?
Oh, Instructor Schwarzer.
Yes, I cannot allow myself to leave my studies unfinished. I see. That's admirable. By the way, have you chosen your club yet? Yes. I'm not good at swimming, so I'm thinking about joining swimming club. Changing yourself to things you aren't good at. I'm very impressed. You're very mature for your age. Oh no, I'm simply doing it in order to better myself. But I heard that in the main campus, they have gotten rid of free days in clubs. I'm a bit concerned that we are not following the main campus example. I understand your point, but we here at the branch campus have our own rules and direction. I'm sure that even though you don't realize it now, you will be able to gain something from it someday. So please trust Principal Le Guin and us instructors. Instructor Schwarzer.
Yes, sir.
They should have these people voiced. If they're gonna voice a little bit, they might as well voice the whole thing, their whole dialogue. 7. Anyone else here? No? 9. Important people. Oh, where are these people? Pablo.
What?
You telling me you're not interested in trains? It's not that I'm not interested, but then there's no excuse. Let's start up the train club. We'll experience all the pleasure that trains can bring, just the two of us. It doesn't get any better than that. Well, I mean, that might be true for you, but if I remember correctly, the two of them are in military finance.
Hello!
Perfect timing. Back me up, will you? If you're a real man of the Empire, you should always pick trains. A real man of the Empire? Is that true? Pretty sure it's not a requirement, no. Kyrie and Pablo. His name is Kyrie? Okay. Alright. Alright guys, if anything, I'm gonna stop here for today. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, and if anything else, we'll continue on and pretty much introduce ourselves to all of the layout as well as the new campus and class themselves in the next one. So thank you again, and I'll see you all in the next one.